Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Samantha and today we are going to talk about ways to teach new words. Now, vocabulary is extremely important. It is one of the building blocks which can be used to make sentences which will probably end up in full-blown paragraphs. Not only that, vocabulary also helps when talking about comprehension. Without understanding the meaning behind the vocabulary, the context will be difficult to understand. For example, the differences between toss and throw. These words have different context, and understanding it and understanding them is what makes or breaks the understanding of the context. These reasons and more is why today I will talk about 5 guidelines that teachers can follow when helping students learn new vocabulary. Now, the first guideline is to avoid random and meaningless words. You see, a lot of the time when it comes to vocabulary, teacher would just have students read from a list of words. This is good for memorization, but it's not great for comprehension. When words are more meaningful to the students, they are more likely to understand and comprehend the word. For example, if I just give the students the word beguiling, it will take them forever to really understand or comprehend how to use it. However, if I were to use a celebrity, let's just say for example, Angelina Jolie, and I give them the sentence that Angelina Jolie is beguiling, it makes them easier for them to understand that beguiling is a concept of being very beautiful and also charming. Therefore, meaning can now help the student understand and learn new vocabulary. Now, the second thing a teacher can do for the students is to ask them to use their inner and also outer voice. This is especially important for second language learners as it also helps with pronunciation. Now, listening is an inherently internal process while hearing is an external process. So when you ask the student to connect the inner and outer voice, it will actually help them build a bridge between what they know and what they hear. A way that teachers can help the students is tell them to listen to the word, say the word in the head and listen it in the head, say it out loud and record what has been said, listen to the recording and listen to the recording. Now, does it sound the same or does it sound different? From there, the students will understand how to say the word and listen to the proper pronunciation of the word. The third thing that students can do is to visualize. Now, having a picture, either mentally or even physically, can really help with recalling. Let's just say you want the students to remember the sentence to keep one's mouth shut or to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. For the first one, you can have the students draw a picture of the mouth or visualize the picture of a mouth with stitches closing the mouth. And the second one, they can draw a picture about a stone hitting 2 birds. Now that there is an image for the students to see, it's easier for them to remember. Remember, it's easier to picture an image which translate meaning than just a word itself. Now, the 4th way to learn new words is to create mnemonics. Now, creating mnemonics is basically creating a funny phrase or story to strengthen the connection between the word and the meaning. For example, the word career can be car and beer, and you can make a story with the 2 words car and beer. Or the word island. You can actually explain what island is by breaking it up to is land. Well, island is a land. So it will help students easily remember, and not only that, it will also help them to learn how to spell words. Now, the last way in which you can help students learn new words is through spaced repetition. Repetition fixes words in the memory. However, it's not the repetition that you're probably thinking about. I'm not saying that you should repeat it every second of every single day, but it should be a few times over a period of days or weeks. For example, when you learn a new word, you use it immediately, then an hour later, then right before bed, 1 day later, a few days later, and then a few weeks later. By doing so, you can learn a word easily and be constantly reminded on how to use it. It's important to note there are actually online platforms for spaced repetition. like Anki to help you schedule when to repeat a word. Or if you want to use it the manual way, you can make index cards of 3 different colors, for example, green, yellow and red, and set a schedule when to use those cards. With the green meaning that you have to repeat the word often, the yellow meaning that you only have to repeat the word time to time, and the red meaning that you only have to repeat the word once in a while, maybe a week or a month. Using that, you can actually set a schedule in which you can repeat words as often or as little as you like. Okay, that's basically the 5 ways in which you can teach new words. There are other ways to go about it, and I will show you some of them in the next, where we will look at some links. Hey guys, these are the links for today. There are 5 links, so I'll try to go over them really quickly. Now the first one is Anki, which is what I mentioned earlier about it being a program to help with flashcards and vocabulary. This is the program version. Then they also have the web version. They also have the phone application version. This is on Google Play, and I'm pretty sure they also have iTunes, but I only shared the link for Google Play as I have an Android phone. Now the next link is 7 mobile apps that will dramatically increase your vocabulary. Now the reason why I chose this link was because of the fact that it's in mobile apps. Teenagers nowadays, or students in general nowadays, actually have mobile phones, and it will be amazing for them to have an app on their phone that they can constantly use and reference to anytime, anywhere. Now the next link is 7 infallible tricks to help ESL students remember new vocabulary. Now this is an extension of what I mentioned in my video. It has things that I mentioned in the video, like teach vocabulary in context, but there are also other parts where I did not necessarily mention in my video. This is a good read if you want to add new vocabulary into your classroom. Now, the next link is 9 classroom vocabulary games to use with your students. Different from the previous links, which focus more on methodology, this one is more on fun activities that will help your students make vocabulary learning meaningful. Now, the next one is an extension of the previous link, which is also on vocabulary activities, but the reason I chose this link was because it's from British Council. Now, British Council is known as a center for all things learning English, and therefore I chose this particular link as I believe that there is more activities, and I believe that these activities are more creative and also in-depth than the previous link. And that's it for all the links, guys. I hope that these links help you. Okay guys, that's basically the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please subscribe. Have a great day. Bye!